Hey YouTubers, Sean here again. Wanted to make another video on the Harbor Freight US General Toolbox. Wanted to give a review on it. It took me a while to purchase one. I wanted to buy another Snap-on toolbox. I decided not to for the cost of it. And I was sick of paying the money. This is my toolbox I've had for quite a while. It's a classic 78. It's a great toolbox. Had it probably 8 years. Held up really well. I actually take really good care of it. Put touch-up paint on it. I've had no issues with this toolbox. And I ran out of space way long time ago. I've been packing everything I can in this roll cart, which got cramped. A lot of my tools were getting more dirty than I wanted because it was in that cart. So I purchased this toolbox here. This is the, I believe it was the 56-inch toolbox. Take out my tape measure here. God damn it, cheap tape measure. Yep, this is the 56-inch toolbox. And I gotta say, casters on it. One side swivels just like the old Snap-on. And I gotta say, I'm actually super impressed with this toolbox. I got it on sale. It was $50 off. It's not a lot, but it adds up, you know. Great toolbox. For the money, you can't beat it. I've probably had this toolbox for 4 months or so. I'm not slamming on it every day like my Snap-on one. This one here, I kind of keep my tools I don't use a whole lot. Some diagnostic stuff tools like my voltmeter, my power probe, testing equipment. Whoops. This stuff here. Whoops, my title to the car I just got. Comes with the drawer liners, which is kind of cool. You had to cut them yourself. I didn't take too terribly long to try to make them fit perfect. So they kind of look like shit, but they serve their purpose. The toolbox comes with 4 keys, and I thought 2 keys went to this lock over here. 2 keys went to that lock, but I was wrong. All 4 of these keys go to both locks. So it's kind of nice. You have more than enough spares. I would say overall functionality of this toolbox, you can see this drawer I don't have too much in yet. It's great. This top drawer is pretty deep. I think they give specs online, but hopefully this helps people here kind of gauge. Those are some axle sockets. I know I contemplated this decision for a while. Here, I'll bust out this cheap tape measure that probably came from Harbor Freight. There you go. That's how deep that baby is. And you know, the drawer itself, the inside, you know, and it's got a little kink in the center, but close enough. Whoops, sorry about my finger. Almost 20 inches. I think the overall is like 22. Yep, 22. It's nice and high. I like it. It didn't come with any damage. I actually went to the Harbor Freight store and picked it up, so I saved on shipping. Saved $100. Store's not too far away from me, so it made sense. Came on a pallet. They put the toolbox in the back of my truck with a forklift. Yeah, it worked out really good. The only thing that kind of sucks about these drawers is there's one lock release to open a drawer. See? It's on the side underneath here. You have to slide it. And so, you know, if I'm over here and I want to open my drawer, I can't. You know, whereas a Snap-on one doesn't really matter where you are. You can grab it from anywhere and unlock it. I put my tape measure away. Where the hell did I stick it? So the deepest drawer on the bottom, just so everybody knows, I want to help people make a decision with this toolbox. Like I said, I contemplated it for quite a while. Deepest drawer is, focus in there, camera. I don't know what the hell my camera's doing, but that's 7.5 inches. Let me see if I can. There you go. And the depth on the bottom is the same. You know, width-wise, front to back. It's got two larger drawers on it. So it's, you know, it's a great addition for tool storage. For the money, I mean, I can buy 4 of these toolboxes, throw them in the garbage by the time I, you know, have invested what I do in that 78. So, so far so good. I have 0 failures with it, other than I got it dirty and it doesn't have a self-clean feature. Comes with this matte top. It appears to be glued down. I didn't put it down, it was already there. So the toolbox was completely assembled when I got it. Casters were on it. The only thing I had to do was the drawer guides, and if you choose to put these handles on right here, it comes with the hardware to do so, 1 for each side. I didn't to save space, because I now have 112 inches of toolbox in my area here. Trying to save some space. So I guess what also helped me make this decision is around the corner is the shop bought a 72-inch Harbor Freight toolbox, and I was actually impressed with the quality. I wouldn't say it feels just like Snap-on, like a Snap-on toolbox drawer, you know, steel thickness. I know in the comparisons on their website it says it's the same. It's like 16 gauge steel or whatever. I'm not saying this feels like a cheap toolbox, but the Snap-on does feel a little bit more sturdy. But this toolbox is more sturdy than a Craftsman box. Same thing with the 56. If anybody's put their hands on a Craftsman toolbox, I've had one. They're cheap, they break. This one here doesn't feel like that. It feels like, you know, the next step up from that. I don't see why this won't last. You know, we're in and out of this every day. You know, with diagnostic stuff, you know, shop tools, we still have room to add. You know, we got some repair kits in there. There's plenty of storage. Same thing, same deal with the top. Same deal with the keys, even though I don't know where the keys are. This one has the handles installed, and the casters came on it as well. It was on a pallet. This one actually we got delivered to us on a truck. Tractor trailer. It came off great. Wasn't any damage. Shipping was fine. These chrome pieces are already on it. They feel a little loose on it, as you can see, but I haven't had any of them come off. It's just kind of like a protector. But yeah, it's a good toolbox. I actually recommended it to a guy at a body shop I know. I think he's going to buy one, looking to upgrade his toolbox. This one has a little bit heavier duty casters on it, obviously for the weight. They're pretty nice. You know, they're going to hold up. These toolboxes don't move. Mine doesn't either. I don't roll it around the shop to work. If I need to move tools, I'll put them on my roll cart and add them into the roll cart and just roll it around. I don't move my toolbox. It's a pain in the ass. My Snap-on one's heavy, full of shit, so I don't want to lug it around. But that's it. Hopefully this is helpful to people. Like I said, the only gripe I have is the one spot here to release the drawer. When you pull on it, it feels cheesy. See how that corner... And the only reason it does is because it only locks on this one side. This one has the drawer liners that came with it, and it's not that mesh style. These were cut to fit as well. You had to do that yourself. But they send the roll in it, so... I mean, what the hell? This thing I think we paid $1,100 for. Again, we found it on sale. $1,100. I think that might have included shipping here. Shipping was $100. I mean, what the hell? What's $100? You know, to have it shipped to you, you don't have to deal with it. You know, the truck came with a lift gate, set it down, pulled it inside with a pallet jack. I told him where to put it, and I got it off the pallet. You know, with a couple of guys, we just lifted the toolbox off. But again, I don't know if this is helpful, but somebody contemplating, you know, I don't know if it's a cheap toolbox. Guys, it's not bad. It's a decent toolbox for the money you're paying for it compared to the name brand Snap-on and Mac tools. It's worth the buy. You know, if you can deal with, you know, if you're in a shop loaded with guys and they're giving you shit about, oh, you gotta have Snap-on, gotta have Mac, and I've been in shops like that, and I'm over that. I'm too old to worry about that. Not that I'm super old, but old enough not to give a shit what people think. But yeah, guys, there it is. This is the 72 again here, and they also have side banks that you can put on the additional. And, you know, if I ever outgrow this one, that's what I'll do. I'll just buy the cabinet. You know, basically it's just that section there. I'll just add it onto this one. Looks like it'll, you know, there must be a way to mount it. If not, I'd make it work. You know. I don't know if that helps with people with thickness of the toolbox or whatever, what people are looking for. So this is the 56. And the other one was a 72. Let me know if you guys have any questions. See ya!